Hi guys, welcome back to Stories Down Under. First of all, would like to start by saying thank you
Thank you
for
so much.
all those views that you gave us, over 4,000 views within a week, and yet we've not done this for maybe a year or so.
I know, that was quite something. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah. So today, we had all your comments, and most of you were saying that you need a proper introduction from us. So I'll start. As I've said, my name is Stella, and I migrated to Australia about 8 years ago. I came here as an international student, which is a story for another day.
Impressive.
However, I am an accountant by profession. I managed to complete a master's in professional accounting, on my way to doing CPA Australia, halfway there. And basically, I've worked in different sectors. I've worked in transportation, I've worked in mining, and at the moment I'm working for the government with a utility, in the utility sector. So that's our story, and what Stories Down Under hopes to do is to empower other women of multicultural diversity to actually venture into this space of the corporate world in Australia. There are not so many of us, and we hope to give you different little gems on how to navigate the corporate world, the Australian lifestyle, and just interact with each other and learn from each other. So that's our goal, that's our priority. So feel free to always write down to us and tell us what topic you'd like us to speak. So let Fran introduce herself before we get started with the video.
Hi guys, thanks once again for watching. We really appreciate your support. Please subscribe, like, and give us your thoughts on the comment section. My name is Fran, as Stella has mentioned. I came to Australia 10 years ago as an intern in human resources. I went back to Kenya and came back as an international student of accounting postgraduate studies. Upon completion, I just fell in love with this beautiful country. I wanted to stay. I started applying for jobs, and I was lucky enough to secure a place in accounting with one of the mining companies. I started on a lower level but worked really hard. Currently, I'm working as a financial accountant with a mining company. I like the opportunities that I've managed to get to work through my career. Besides what I've managed to put through, I managed to complete my professional qualification through the help of my company. And I think as we go along, we'll give you ideas on how to get to the corporate world, because it's such a beautiful experience that we cannot afford not to share with you guys. So please stay tuned. We're gonna slice it and dice it, and as we go, we'll give you more.
Absolutely. So today we're talking about things we love about the corporate Australia. And one thing that I'd like to start with is the fair go spirit in Australia. So everybody has an opportunity to use their skills, you know.
Exactly, yeah.
And when you join the corporate world, there's so many training opportunities for people. So for example, speaking for some of the companies that I've worked with, if you want to advance your studies, at the moment my company pays about 60%, and you get extra leave whereby you're able to get some study time to pursue your studies. So lots of training programs, lots of career development, and also because they're big organizations, there's a breadth of career development. So today, as a financial accountant, for example, you could work in finance one day and get bored, and then decide to give try out taxation, accounting, asset management. So there's a lot of skills that you could practice. And for someone like me who tends to easily get bored, that is just the best for me, because I feel like as much as I'm working for the same organization, it's like you're in different companies, because when you go to the taxation team, it's a whole different team. The managers are different, the leaders are different, and you get to benefit from all this expertise, which definitely is one thing that I really love about corporate Australia.
Absolutely. Another thing that I'd like to mention about corporate Australia is multicultural diversity. Australia is one of the most diverse nations I've been to. In the corporate space, you'll be very surprised to see women in very big position, women working in big mining positions like engineers, senior lead engineers, CFOs, CEOs. So women are given equal opportunities, just like men, to try and prove themselves. Also, around multicultural diversity, you'll find people from different backgrounds. There are so many Africans. I wouldn't say so many, but there's a good number of Africans in the corporate workspace. There are a lot of Asians that will meet around. There are Europeans and people from all over the nation, and nobody will really look at you in terms of your race or whatever before getting the position. It will be looked at just on the basis of your qualification and what you bring to the company. So I think I like the multicultural diversity that I've seen in the Australian workspace.
Absolutely. I actually read an interesting fact is that every nation and every country is represented in Australia. So I think it doesn't get as diverse as, anywhere else in Australia. Is really diverse. So sometimes I even meet people and they're like, they tell me where their country is from, and I have to go back to the world map to actually find out where that is. So very interesting. Yeah. The other thing that I love about working in Australia is the work ethics and professionalism. Honestly, coming from Kenya, it's absolutely very different. And not to say anything wrong about my country, but Australia people are very, very professional. People take their work with a lot of passion, with a lot of discipline. Everybody is trying to deliver on their KPIs. It's a team, and that just gives you, it rubs off on you, everybody is arriving on time, everybody is meeting their KPIs.
Not the African time, but the Aussie time.
Absolutely, which is really, really good. And for me, this is one skill that I feel like even when I leave Australia, I am going to carry that with me, Even in a business perspective, I feel like this experience will really help me succeed if I venture into business, because knowing the value that you're adding to your customers, to your stakeholders, and taking each and every of their needs very, very carefully, that is one thing that I love about Australia. And even in retail, you go to retail, you go to other places, and you're not disappointed because you can see the joy that people have in providing service and whatever skills they're bringing to the table. They are really ensuring that everybody is satisfied, and for that I love it. I love Australia for that.
I love that too. The other thing that I cannot go without mentioning is learning from the best. Starting from technology, the networking. In Australia corporate, they have really nice and clear procedures when you want to do things. You don't just think that, I need to do a bank rec, I just need to do it my way. Everything is clearly stated, clearly structured. There are very good lines of approval or level, something we call DOA, Delegation of Authority, very well stated. Communication is very good from top to bottom. And also we have very, very good framework of governance around pretty much everything that we do. And that is, I really, really love that. On the other side, technology, oh my gosh, the technology here is on another level. If I was doing accounting back in Kenya right now, I would still be dealing with QuickBooks. But now in the mining sector specifically, they have SAP. They have Pronto. They have all sorts of software that are so advanced that accounting is not manual anymore. It's no longer that thing of debit and credit. It's all done for you. Accountants have now graduated from being accountant to financial analyst. So I like that advancedness and that clarity around doing things. And it's really easy to learn and to develop yourself when you have such a good structure.
Absolutely. And I think very, very important points there. And I think we cannot finish this video without talking about the office parks.
Oh gosh, I love that.
Oh,
Thanks for that.
Yeah, so basically when you incorporate, you sure of Friday drinks,
Absolutely.
Free gym memberships,
Yeah.
corporate boxes. This weekend I was actually fortunate to go to Perth Stadium and I was in the corporate box
Wow,
watching a game between Eagles and Gold Coast for the AFL fans. So it's amazing, and all these office parks help you to develop that teamwork, get to know people, and create social bonds. So it's not just that relationship that you have with people in the office. You get to know who they truly are. You get to know what challenges they experience. So it's an amazing place. And I would really encourage anybody who's actually thinking of joining Corporate Australia. I know a lot of us, especially speaking for Africans, is that a lot of us come to Australia as international students, and we really hustle paying enormous amount of school fees and developing our skills. But a lot of us choose to still continue doing our student jobs that didn't require us to use our qualifications. So I hope by listening to us, by being a part of this team, we're going to help you be able to join the corporate world, be able to use the skills that you have attained. And for anyone who's coming from overseas, and I think even people outside the country, I think these are skills and tools that you can use to be able to navigate the corporate world.
I agree.
So, Fran, do you have any parting shot for us?
Yeah, guys, I know that we've previously talked about challenges and a lot of you are worried about joining the corporate, but I know that in every aspect where there are disadvantages, we have to look at advantages, But on this side, I want to say that for as much as there are challenges, there are also very good positive sides into working in Australia corporate. We've discussed everything, but this is just a tip of the iceberg. So if you're planning to join the corporate space, whether you're a student or you have finished and wondering whether you should keep doing your manual jobs or join the corporate, please, I urge you to try and join the corporate. And please look out for our next video, because we're going to give you step-by-step ways of joining corporate, and we'll answer as many questions as possible. And if we can, we'll guide you in the best way possible so you can join the corporate world and enjoy what we are enjoying.
Absolutely.
So please keep out for our next video. Please subscribe to our channel, leave us your comment, let us know your thoughts, and we are really looking forward to telling you something good again in our next video.
Absolutely. So with that said, thank you.
Thank you so much.